What's good, y'all? Welcome to a Spiffy Stroll, where we interview some of the coolest people on the island. I'm Spiffy, and today we got my girl, Sid Gordon. She's the owner of Folk Vintage. We're gonna talk about her story, her style, and why she brought her love for vintage to Newport. Let's stroll.
I'm good. How are you?
It's good to see you. How's everything been?
It's been good. It's been busy.
There we go.
Yeah, what brings you in here?
I'm just taking a stroll through Newport. I want to see if you want to walk and talk about folk a little bit.
Okay, let's stroll.
Let's do it.
Let me grab my coffee.
Not really a big coffee drinker.
You're not a big coffee drinker.
I remember the last time I packed coffee.
That is wild. How do you even go on with your day?
You know, you gotta flip the switch. Just go.
All right. I don't know how to do it. This is when I flip the switch right here.
There we go. So tell us a little more about your story.
Where do we start? I mean, pre-COVID days,
Yep.
I was working as a teacher.
Really? What grade?
Yeah, special needs. So it was multiple grades. And
all grades.
I loved it, but I just knew that wasn't my purpose. So I packed up my bags, moved to Thailand. I was forced to be alone,
Yep.
forced to really find myself. And then when I came home, I was like, I can do anything. When I moved to Newport last September, I saw these beautiful double doors on Spring Street, and it said for rent. So I was like, let's just call, see what rent is, you know. So we called him. The landlord goes, Spring Street needs a pulse. You're gonna be in here.
How'd you come up with the name, folk?
I call everybody folk. I'm like, hey, folk.
Hey,
what's
folk.
up, folk?
How
You
you
know?
doing?
And I was like, folk vintage.
Folk Vintage.
You know, and then it kind of just worked. And you know, I've always loved vintage. I've always had an old soul. Everything was made better.
Yeah.
You know, it's sustainable, unique. You find all these treasures, and it's a hunt that I love.
Yep.
Obviously, my store, it's very niche, but it's a place for everybody. That's what folk's all about, is bringing everybody together and just it's a safe space.
For sure. So how do you find the stuff? Is it?
So I still pick through everything and curate everything myself.
It's gotta take some time, huh?
Oh yeah,
it's
it
gotta be
takes a lot of time, but
Yeah.
it's so worth it. When I first opened the store, it was literally just my clothes. I just made it into something so bigger, and everything in there is vintage, guaranteed vintage, 20 years or older.
Yeah.
And we actually won Best Vintage Shop in Newport County.
Already?
Yeah.
Wow. So what do you love about what you do, and what do you love about Newport?
I just love everybody that I've met here, and
Yeah,
the
for
relationships that I've created. And I love every time somebody comes in there and they pick out a piece, and I'm just like, that makes sense.
Makes
you know what I
sense.
mean? I feel their uniqueness comes out because the clothes are so unique.
Yeah.
Why do I love Newport so much? It's Newport has just such a respect for the small business community, and
For sure.
everybody supports each other, which you don't get in a lot of places.
That's very true. I noticed that too. As soon as I came out here, it's just everyone's very supportive.
Everybody just lifts each other up, and that's what it should all be about.
For sure. Would you say Newport's become your home?
Oh, Newport's totally my home, and folks become a home for the people of Newport.
For sure. I was gonna say we should go back and see if I can get styled up. There's some things I saw that I liked in there.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All
Let's
right,
get
cool.
spiffy.
All right. What we got? What you think?
Ow.
This is it right
You look
here?
Fire.
All right, there we go. Hey, thanks for taking a stroll with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Make sure you guys check out Folk Vintage when you're in the Newport area, and I'll see you on the next stroll.
Bye, folks.